right now, please.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's Chocolate Gumbo, and we in the building, baby. Let's do it.
Hey. Hey, we vibing in here today, y'all.
Y'all, we bring you that weekly dose of what we do each and every week, y'all. You know, these episodes starting to drop every Sunday. So check us out every Sunday on YouTube, on Amazon, on Spotify, Anchor, yeah, and Apple Music as well, man. So we bring you that flavor in your ear each and every Sunday, talking about some of everything. And you know how we got to start this off? We start this each and every week with how was your weekend? You know what I'm saying? How was your weekend, Kendra?
You sure you want to start with me?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go. Let me start with me today, because
Let's
you know.
say that, 'cause
Let me start with me. I'm gonna start with me.
Here we go.
I need to start with me, y'all. Listen, man. I
What's
had a
happening?
wonderful weekend. I promise you, man. I did. This weekend was great. I got some lot of stuff coming up. So shout out to Tavern on the Grange. Shout out to
that's our spot.
Glenwood Oaks as well.
Yes.
And chemistry as well. I do stuff each and every Wednesday. And I was at Trap.
Chemistry.
It's another spot. Tribe.
Tribe?
It's
Or
called
Tribe?
Tribe
Yes.
Supper Club.
Okay.
Tribe Supper Club.
Oh, I like this spot.
Yes,
Okay.
it's in the West Loop.
Yes.
So shout out to them as well, man. We I started the weekend off, man. When we do Beach Base and Brunch, you know what I'm saying? I was missing my homie Big Keith. He had to make some other moves, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't with me. But he sent his homeboy and he killed the two M-Dubs.
Shout out M-Dubs.
Shout out M-Dub.
Hey, thank you for
Comedian
taking the place
M-Dubs,
of my
all over
partner.
the world.
Yeah.
Chicago's
Did your
finest.
thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. So we did Beach Base and Brunch, and we had a little fun with that. You know what I'm saying? And then me and the wifey, we supposed to hang out at Tavern on the Row, but we went and we kicked it with her our cousin Michonne. So she just had her birthday. So happy birthday, Michonne. Yeah, she just had a birthday, so we hung out with her. Ty got away from us, so we wasn't able to go to Tavern on the Row.
I was there, though.
You know what
It
I'm saying?
was
But
pretty
Kendra went to
decent.
Tavern on the Row.
Happy birthday, Tone. You
Tone,
know, one
right.
of the owners. Like,
Hey,
to get
Tone is one of the
celebrated.
best guys to work with. Happy birthday, Tone.
Yes,
Nothing
happy
but the
birthday
best,
to
boy.
you.
Yes, yo. So it's what's this? Is like a Aquarius season, right? Or Capricorn?
It's Aquarius.
It's Aquarius
right now.
Over.
It's Aquarius. The Capricorn just ended, right?
Yes.
Aquarius, man, the bunch of intuitive people. You cannot lie to an Aquarius.
You
You understand
cannot.
me? As soon as the line,
Capricorns,
soon
you know,
as the
they don't
line
have a-
vibration come out your body, Aquarius be like, nah, that sound like some bullshit
That
right
ain't
there.
it.
Dog.
Jesus.
So,
Be
yes.
careful with them Aquarius. Be
You
careful.
gotta be careful with it, man. But shout out, man. We know this whole weekend was crazy. Tone had a crazy weekend as well, man. So Glenwood Oaks was the next day. So I didn't go to Tavern on the Row. There was a Tavern on the Road. That's 17 North Wabash, downtown Chicago. Another spot from the Tavern family, the THG
Check
family.
it out, y'all. Check it
out.
out.
Check it. It's real
It's
dope.
cracking.
And then Tone he did a house brunch, man. I got to shout my brother out.
Come on to
So,
my house, homie.
He did a house brunch at Beach Base and Brunch, and it's really I'm sorry, I'm
What do you
doing a
mean
little
house
plug.
brunch? What do you mean house brunch?
He did a house brunch with Farley, and it was a house
Oh,
music.
house. I thought you meant a brunch at his house. You invited these motherfuckers to your house?
music,
Nah.
House
He did like a
music.
house music.
Oh,
brunch.
house.
He
Oh.
had Farley
Talking
there,
about house.
Mellow,
Music.
DJ Reverb, all of them was in there.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So that was his Tone birthday, but I was at Tribe getting it in on the West Loop. We
Okay.
do brunches there as well. And then with starting with Glenwood Oaks, I got an announcement to make.
Okay, what's the announcement, friend?
So we'll be doing Beach Base and Brunch at Glenwood Oaks as well on
When?
Saturday and Sundays.
Yeah.
Wait. You said it again?
We're doing Beach Base and Brunch on Saturdays at Tavern on LaGrange and Glenwood Oaks.
On Sunday.
So-
And then
Oaks.
Sundays we just at Glenwood Oaks.
Okay,
Yes.
so on Sundays at this Beach Base and Brunch, y'all having comedy?
We would love to.
Hey, they need to. Come
Y'all
on.
need a comedian
Hey,
then, right?
Tavern.
We would love
Where you
to.
at?
Oh, I just got a new job then. Shit, you catch me
That
every
part.
Sunday.
Because
Glenwood Oaks
Listen.
Glenwood Oaks.
in Glenwood, Illinois.
Let's do it.
listen, Linda, listen. Y'all need to get with these two because they hot. They're in
If you
Fifth
ever
Street.
want to sit down and have a really good time with great food, feel a great vibe, and laugh really
Hey,
hard all in
yes.
one event, Beach Base and Brunch is probably the best thing going in Chicago right now, as far
Yes.
as live entertainment and brunch and comedy and great environment. And you can just kick it on your birthday, anniversary, divorce parties.
all of the above. It's
Somebody
black
died
owned,
and left you a
y'all.
settlement check.
Black
Come
owned,
spend
so
that
support.
settlement check with. Okay, I'm sorry.
Support our black owned businesses. And these two fellas, this musician here and singer, songwriter, artist, and this comedian who's funny as fuck.
Comedian,
and you got
actor,
me that's
writer,
gonna support
baby
them
daddy. I'm all
because
that.
of
Sneaky
what
link.
we do. Hey, check out all tavern locations and tavern. You know, you're gonna be tapping into us real soon, but we got you because we love you. And check out Tavern on the Row, Tavern on Lagrange, and
Glenwood
Tavern
Oaks
in
as
Glenwood
well.
Oaks.
Yep.
Y'all gotta check out them
We got
brunches.
Tavern
like,
on
for
Midway
real.
coming up.
Let's do that.
Tavern on Midway coming up as well.
Y'all
So
in the airport on your way to
Not
wherever
in the
you're going
airport,
for vacation.
next to the airport.
it's next to
Oh,
in
It's
the
next to the
airport.
airport. It's airport-esque.
Okay.
You understand?
Airport
You can
access.
see it from the cell phone lot.
That
Yes,
That's all
part.
I'm
sir.
saying.
Yes, sir. You gotta go
Check
too
it
far.
out.
So what else you do this
But,
weekend? That was
yeah,
it.
and-
It
no,
sound
no,
like you got a lot of shit you was doing.
I
Come
did a lot
on,
of shit,
RJ.
but I had to cap it off with chemistry. You know, we do sultry,
The
soulful
busiest man in
Sundays.
Chicago right there.
I try to stay busy, man, but I try to keep up with these two cats because they like Jamaicans. You know what I'm saying? Mean no offense to the Jamaicans out there.
No,
But I
y'all
mean, they
work
work
hard.
hard. That's
You work
this-
hard,
it's-
hard
it's-
workers.
Yeah, hard workers.
That's a
So
good thing.
that means that they got many hats, and we try to keep each other encouraged and do that same kind of thing. But this weekend has been incredible for me. Enough about me. I've been rambling too much. Let's hear.
Let me go next because my
Yes,
shit was
'cause
easy.
Come
I
on.
need you to go next, bro.
I really don't even want to know if I want y'all in my business like this. I had a
Hey, we out here to
7-day.
give you the
I had
business.
a standing 7-day engagement with the railroad, and now I'm back. So I was working 12 hours a day, 7 days straight. Just Big Keith do everything. Big Keith is certified and licensed and fully functional in almost any direction. Painter, work on the railroad, drive trucks, a certified Maytag technician, engineer for electronic engineer, full engineer tech, baby daddy specialist, if you know what I'm talking
and
about.
he got good hair. Y'all see this?
It's all right. It's a little thin at the top. That's why I got it way back here. God may bless me.
He got that
I
unit.
don't
He
need
got
none up
that
here,
good
but I
hair,
need some
good hair.
follicles
Like
in
who
the
your
middle,
daddy
bitch.
is.
He got that
with
unit
good
on.
hair.
So I was back at work for a second, but no worries. I'm still on my journey. It's just really trialsome to try to quantify your life at points. That's why they call it a midlife crisis, because you're halfway. Life is spent up. Like the good die young because they never experience no regret, no longevity. So the good die the young. They die little fast. But you get past 30, 35, 40. If you're not evaluating your life and what you're doing by 40 something, 45, 50, you're going to live your whole life confused. So if it's anything about your life that's got you vexed or got holding on to you, deal with it. Don't let it pull you down because you're clearly blessed past beyond blessed. But you have to deal with what you're uncomfortable with because you're either going to be running, hiding, or trying to act like it's not happening, and it's going to keep hindering you. You're going to keep
Fuck
going through
that
the
fake
same
shit,
shit
y'all.
over and over again. If you at a point in your life where you're working hard and you pushing hard, but you end up keep doing the same shit over again, pull everything apart. Don't be scared to start over and evaluate your pieces no matter where you at, because that shit is important. Okay, that was my weekend. About to give up on everything and run away.
He
That
gonna
was
drop
some
a
real
gem.
talk right
He gonna
there,
drop
Y'all
a
didn't know
gem.
Big
You
Keith
did.
is not only silly as hell, I'm deep as a motherfucker. I was
That
about to
was-
run off to the Puerto Vallarta and change my name to Iglesias and live off of seashells and Coke bottles, bitch, because I'm ready to give up, but I look good, but it's almost happening. No, I'm just
We ain't
joking.
never
But
given up in this place. Okay,
listen,
so
but
that was some real shit.
you
just
haven't
said.
got to the point to where it's time to realize it's not time to give up. That's when you know it's real. When you get to that point, like, no, I can't give up. Because if I give up, it's too many motherfuckers depending on me.
Yeah.
So fuck that. And I can't give up on me, for me, at all, at no time. You get your back up against the wall a few times in life, then you be ready to come out the corner swinging. And that's where I'm at.
That part right there. And when you just said it's too many people depending on you, I actually just realized. So you want to ask me how my weekend was? My weekend was
Breathe.
really about business. I was working. You know, I am a hairstylist, a real estate agent, and I'm also creating my next business, which after the podcast will be my fourth business in mobile bartending. However, when it comes to business this week, I was on my grind, but after we tapped in on what's today? Tuesday?
Mhm.
Monday. Gee, like the family shit really done got to me. So my mom has, and you know, I love my mother, and I don't know why she's not here. And she passed away a year and a half ago. We coming up on 2 years, May 2nd, right before Mother's Day, and we had a whole trip planned for my mother to go to Myrtle Beach for Mother's Day. She was so excited. She had her African attire that she was ready to go. And my mother loved to travel. My sister took my mom to Paris, and I wasn't able to attend, but I was glad that she was able to have that experience. But I did attend a few trips with my mom, and she loves to travel. So we have a ritual that every year around her birthday, so happened to be Valentine's Day weekend, February 12th, Mama, I love you. And we promised to her children celebrate her that weekend of her birthday. So this year, we initially decided to go to California. Last year we were in Wisconsin, and we did some skiing and all of the above, and we decided to go to California. But however, those plans got switched, and we decided to go to Myrtle Beach, which we were not trying to do.
Myrtle Beach is fun.
Yeah, but that was kind of like really sentimental because my mom, we was taking her down Mother's Day, and she never made it. My mom passed away during the COVID, and she passed because she got COVID. And that's something that I'm still like really trying to process, and I'm realizing that I don't know if I actually really dealt with it. And when you ask me how my weekend, fuck my weekend, but my Monday was fucked up. Yesterday I had so many shit, and I apologize for saying fucked up, but it was fucked up. And usually we record on Mondays, but we, for whatever reason, we didn't. And today is Tuesday. But I just want to share with y'all that I got a lot of shit that with my mama being gone and me being the next in line, the oldest daughter, and being just like her, looking like her, just being her free spirit, that a lot of people depend on me.
Yeah.
And not just my mom, who passed away almost 2 years ago, come May 2nd. My grandmother, which is my mother's mom, just passed away between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
When I tell y'all, I try to keep this smile on my face.
You got to. Because you big mama. You big mama now. You big mama. Real estate agent, hairdresser, big mama. Hey, well, this the finest big mama I've ever seen in my damn life. That's what I want to say. If they make it big mamas like you, give me a big mama. Hattie Mae, come on with it, because Lord have mercy.
Hattie Mae
It's not
Jackson.
easy, y'all. But I know I have a legacy to continue to move forward with.
Yeah.
And my family depend on me. You know, I have 4 grandbabies. My kids, I have a 22, a 26, and a 28-year-old. You know, and they look at me. My youngest daughter just told me she want to be just like me.
Come on now, talk to me. That's a blessing. Because you wear all them hats.
Oh my God.
You all wear all them hats and keep it tussling. So you know you can agree and understand that people out here who gonna see this podcast is gonna use all this advice and fun that we have in their lives at work while they sneaking on the phone or after a long ass day or whenever they can sneak and see our clips and share our clips to the people that they sharing with, knowing that we all connect through the same energy. We all go through the same things, even though we live a different life.
We live a different life. And the reason why I'm doing this podcast, and I've spoken into the universe for so long, and I tried to do it with a few other people, but me actually tapping into it came upon a day that I went to go check on my friend who's a bartender at Tavern on La Grange. And I end up falling into a podcast with these two. And it's very well needed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here to share all of my experiences and to let you guys know that whatever you're going through, you can get through your trials, your tribulations. But with my family depending on me and my mom, who was big mother, our family is big. Okay. My mom had 4 children, and I don't even know how many grandchildren she had. I have 3 kids. My oldest brother has 4 kids. My youngest brother has 6 kids.
Okay, hold on. Wait. We can't give the family tree on air. This is going on air.
I'm just saying.
Y'all whole family gonna get scammed.
What I'm telling y'all is this. My mom is gone at 63.
Mm-hmm.
Her energy is left in me, and so is my grandmother, who is gone at 84,
Okay.
87. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Don't tell me that I need to sit my ass down at the age that I am.
Okay.
The energy that I have came from them, and they lived and was energized until the day they died. So I'm here to give y'all that, and I know I'm next in line to give you whatever it is that the Hines family had to give. And I just want to let you guys know that I'm here. So with me going through what I went through this past Monday, fuck the weekend. I overcame it and I'm overcoming it. And
Okay.
I just had a rough yesterday.
Okay, but you look good today, though. I tell you that. You damn sure look good today. If y'all saw these boots, do you understand me?
She had the whole outfit.
Sometimes you got to
Wow.
rejuvenate
The whole
yourself with your
ensemble.
look. Sometimes, no matter what you're going through, leave that shit in the house, pray about it, and come out that
And I
house
laugh at that.
shining.
So I'm here to
Looking
give
good,
y'all what y'all
gleaming,
need to get
smiling,
from our podcast
gorgeous,
today.
chocolate. And we, like she said, we got a special announcement. Go ahead and tell everybody. RJ touched on it in the intro. What's going on? The Chocolate Gumbo
listen,
podcast is official.
We official today at our 11 episode, y'all. Like we finally put our shit out.
Yes.
Put our stuff out. And I need y'all to go follow us on YouTube on every platform. Chocolate Gumbo, the podcast.
We
are
here. Official, baby.
We are out. We are touching people. We are pouring into y'all lives. And I need y'all to go click the like button on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button
and share.
to follow when we are coming out. And follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, on Anchor, on what other platforms
on
we're
Apple Podcasts,
For sure.
Amazon Music, and on Spotify.
For
They do
your
video
audio.
podcasts as well.
Yes.
On Spotify. So the other ones just do audio, and YouTube as well that we are on here right now.
And RJ don't have no kids, so you can also follow me on childsupport.com. Go fund me right away. My account is messed up. I'm in the back. They call it the rear. So I'm way in the back.
No.
Check me out on.
So y'all follow us and stay in tune. We just want to tap into y'all and let y'all
And you
know.
see, we giving y'all a heart, mind, body, and soul,
all
laughter,
of it.
smile,
You
and a
have
bunch of
us
chocolate. So they decided to
naturally.
wear red today because red brightens up your skin. But
Hey,
since
it's
I'm the
almost
light skin,
Valentine's Day
He's
season,
feeling-
so
I'm
we
the
love
light skin
y'all.
brother
He's
out the
feeling
group.
real dark skin today.
No. I'm light, so I can wear dark because it lightens me up. Y'all wear light to
we
dark.
just want to show this red love because you know Valentine's Day is about a week, two weeks away ish.
Right.
So
These two done wore red, done text each other. Let's wear red and fuck Keith head up because we ain't gonna tell him what to wear. He just gonna be fucked up.
Hey, we just be doing us. The energy and the vibe just be flowing. So.
Keith want to be different. There's always one different.
We like that different though.
He wanted to be the superstar. He's like, I'm putting blue on.
Nigga even trying to riff like me.
Navy blue.
I showed up with my blue like
I'm wearing navy.
Like okay? I wish that raindrops would fall. Looking ass.
Oh man.
So we here, y'all. We here. We tapping in.
And then that make you? Did we just laugh and just had a good time?
Yes.
Listen, they were down, but it makes me feel awesome to feel like that at the end of the day, they were down a little bit. They had a rough weekend, but they're laughing, they're smiling, and they spirit lifted. I feel it. I feel
that's
the
what Chocolate Gumbo do.
And that's
Chocolate Gumbo, baby.
And they did that for me. You know, it's a few episodes back. I was just really whack, and it's like, God, I didn't want to talk about it. They talked about it. I didn't want to talk about my stuff.
We gotta keep it real in here, y'all.
You're right. Because you got on me. We gotta keep it real, and we gotta give y'all what y'all need, and we gotta give ourselves what we need. We gotta just be honest, and that's what we're about. And we're talking about being honest. Let's segue into this. We want to talk about what is a real friend.
What is a real friend?
Yeah, what is a real friend?
I don't think that I am one.
You don't think you are one?
I don't think I'm a real friend because I don't have any real friends. So if you've had real friends in your life and all of them are gone, you might be the issue. So I don't know if I'm the problem or if the real friends that I chose was the problem. But real friends are friends to the end. You can meet somebody a week and they'll be a better friend to you than somebody you've been knowing for years because y'all ain't been through shit yet. Y'all ain't been tested. So I think a real friend is the journey. Is the life, is the time that goes by and the shit that happens, good or bad, in your favor, out of your favor, how much you been, how much they break, what y'all go through, how y'all treat each other. A good friend is a body of work.
I can
just like you can grade Whitney Houston and Al Green and all the great singers, Frank Sinatra. You don't grade them from one hit or the other. You grade them from the body of work. So I think
that's a quote right there.
Good friends really take time to build and take time to learn and love and grow.
I agree.
But like we said on every other, when you're in a relationship with any person, not just a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a wife, or husband, kids, mom, you learn more about yourself in that ongoing process. And if you're willing to deal with that and realize that instead of just acting like it ain't real. So that I think that is a lot in real friendship, who you are, who y'all become, you know what I'm saying, as the time goes by. Body of work. What you think?
That's on me or
you go.
Okay. Well, I feel like some of what you said, Keith. I think like beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Mhm.
I think a friend is in the eye of the beholder.
Okay.
You know, I think it's catered to the person.
Mhm.
You know, like somebody might need a friend that's going to be hard on them.
Yeah.
Somebody probably need a friend that's going to praise them.
Okay.
But it depends on the person. So I just think a real friend is really in the eye of the beholder, and the combination of personalities and love for each other and
you
all of
can't
that.
be a real friend unless unless y'all able to check the shit out of each other too, RJ. Let's keep it real. You ain't had a real friend unless a motherfucker say, "Nah, dog, that ain't it."
No, it's not checking. It's not the checking of the problem. It's not what you do, but it's how you do it.
Right. Yeah.
So to me, sometimes somebody can check your ass, but they might not. They might check it in a way that you might not appreciate it. They might front you off with the check. You know what I'm saying? And then you might have another friend that be like, "Hey, let me
silence you for a second."
You know what I'm saying? And then you appreciate it, like, "Oh, okay. You know what? They both checked me. They both was right." But there's a difference in the way they do. One person you probably resent, like, yeah, Ma, you didn't have to do it like that, though. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, like, I just feel like a real friend is in the eye of the beholder. It's like whatever is catered to you, your personality, your needs, or the things that you deal with, your personality, and just the way you operate. You know what I'm saying, or what you think is right, or whatever. What you think, Kendra?
I mean, yeah, so I can really tap into that situation. And it's funny that you guys bring that up today. And we are at our 11th episode on January 24th. And I just actually had a real situation where I'm very social, and I have a few group of friends, but my day one group of friends that, been there since I was probably from the age of 14 and up until now. I'm the age that I am. I'm in my 40s. And I had a little situation just last night, just being emotional. And when we talk about real friends, I just feel like it's no judgment. When a friend is a real friend, we allow people to be real. We allow people to tap into their flaws. We allow people to fall, to get up, and we're non-judgmental. A real friend will see you through those moments where you wasn't so real to them, when you wasn't so true to them, and not that you was trying not to be true to them. Like, as individuals, as people, as human beings, we don't know when we're actually being right or wrong. We're literally just floating through this thing called life.
Facts.
And we're trying to figure things out. Now, at the age of 14, I was at this church and I met my first group of real friends. It was probably about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us. And, we were all going strong in the beginning. And then somewhere in the middle or down the line in our 20s, some things started falling off. Certain people was being judged. Certain people decided to, put their walls up or whatever. But I realized, and now at 40, that though I still have that group of friends, and some of them may not fuck with me like they did in my 20s, but I still have a nice amount of them that do. And all I know is that sometimes we don't really know who we are. We're trying to find out who we are and where we're going in our 20s
as we grow,
and we're growing. And I'm gonna always be that one that keep it real. And to those group of friends, y'all know who the fuck y'all is, who y'all are. If I'm being actually real with the English language, who you are, you know who you are. And I love each and every one of y'all, no matter how you feel about me. And whatever I did in my 20s, I'm not doing that shit in my 40s.
And she's very sorry.
At the end of the day, I am very sorry. And I still love the two that don't really fuck with me like that. And y'all know y'all.
I still love you though.
I still love you. And and at the end of the day, we all can still let me tell y'all how grown we are. One of the friends in our group last year made 40. Okay, she made 40. And when I tell y'all, even though two of the bitches, and y'all not bitches, two of the girls that don't even really fuck with me like that, we were all able to come together. Don't stop me. Okay. Let me have this moment.
You air niggas out today. I just want to
I ain't saying no names, but I know that they know who they are.
Clearly out.
But today. I really want y'all to know. I'm okay with saying this, and I know what I'm saying right now. I love y'all to the depths of my heart, no matter how you feel about me. And I'm glad and grateful that because of that one friend who turned 40 last year, that we were all able to come together and still be able to vibe and have that good energy. So when I'm really trying to tell my followers and the people who follow the chocolate gumbo that if y'all got some real friends out there, no matter what the situation may be, and no matter who you may be in conflict with in that same circle of real friends or friends that you may have, if y'all can come together in spite of and celebrate that one that y'all all fuck with, like that's some real shit. And when I tell y'all that trip had over 18 people and none of us really got into it, that's some real friendship.
And those are the moments that we have to cherish.
That's some real friendship, and I cherish that. And I have my moments where they check me, and I allow them to check me. I got checked this morning at 7 a.m. You know, like after sending the message
Stop airing niggas out on YouTube,
of me getting in my feelings, because I'm a Leo. I get in my feelings
shut
sometimes.
Down, okay? They're gonna
I'm not saying no names.
YouTube down, okay?
But when y'all hear this, y'all know who y'all are. But I love y'all.
Stop airing motherfuckers
but I just
our
want
national podcast. This podcast is going to Greece. In Ethiopia.
Listen, we love everybody. I don't know what kids are talking about. Please. We love everybody.
We love everybody. I love all y'all. And I'm gonna listen back to this, and I might be like, okay, but he's trying to save me over here. So I'm gonna let him save me.
2 points I want to make.
I'm gonna let you save. What you trying to say?
The people that you are friends with and y'all fall out and stay apart forever, y'all still have to learn to love each other from that space.
And that's what the point I'm trying to make.
Important.
Because we have a group.
It's important to know yourself. That's why I said the first thing about friendship is what you are to you. So if y'all know that y'all have repel energy instead of magnetism, if you turn the magnet on the same part of itself, it's going to push that natural space away. And if y'all don't have to come in that space, avoid friction. Choose peace. Choose happiness. Don't force yourself together in no space. Yeah. And it comes down to being a friend or having a friend. Which one is more important in a friendship? I should start saying that on stage.
I'm gonna say being
a friend or having a friend.
We all want friends, but being a friend and being able to put out that positive energy is more important than having.
Because you can't talk about a good friend if you aren't one.
You gotta reciprocate.
And you can't talk about a good friend if you never had one.
Yeah.
So that's what I think that a lot of this question come down to.
That's a great question, man.
Yeah.
That's an awesome question. Yeah. Being a friend or having a friend?
Being a friend or having a friend. And I would rather be a friend than have a friend, but I don't want to, you know what I mean? Because if you be friendly, if you know how to be a friend, you're always going to have friends. But see, that's what I always say when I do a joke about best friends. It determines on what level of friendship we're talking about. 1 or 2 years, y'all can't be no best friends in no 1 or 2 years, G. No. We talking about good friends and bad friends, but I'm talking about best friends. Oh. You can't determine a good friend on 1 or 2 years of knowing them.
No, you can't.
People got friends that they met at work. That ain't your friend. That's somebody you work with, and y'all chill a little bit after work.
Yeah, that's good.
Associate.
People got to learn how to differentiate that. They're like friends from church. Your friend from church ain't your friend from church. Your friend from church is a church member that y'all kick it with a little bit extra.
But sometimes you get that confused because you spend so much time at church,
set the parameters,
and work and school, and you get those friends. Because maybe when you was a kid and you be like, "Mama, my friend," and they be like, and I'm pretty sure all our mamas. Listen, I haven't, they never met my mom. I never met their mother, you know what I'm saying? So, I can say this confidently. I'm pretty sure all our mothers said, "That ain't your friend." Just because you hang out with them. And that was your first time learning that lesson then. You right. But Keith is like, man, nobody never made that statement that you said is very profound. Not a statement, but a question. Would you rather be a friend or have a friend?
Yes.
Like, damn. If you had to pick one, you couldn't get both. You couldn't get both.
And that's one of those questions that they use to determine the type of person that people
you are.
Mm-hmm.
The world
that
we
is
live in today.
amazing.
Like, ask yourself that question for real.
We gotta clap that up for. I'm sorry. I gotta show my bro Keith some love for that one. That was amazing, bro.
Look, Big Keith is not only serious but also sincere and also silly and hilarious and imaginative. But a lot of times, like I said, you if you have to live life long enough to see it full circle, you've had to start something and go on the twists and turns of the journey and end up back at the big guy. What? So many things that you'll see in your life if you live long enough to see them. That's why this podcast is very influential to me and very useful to people out here in their life situations. Okay. How long have you had? What's your longest best friend? My best friend was from 1992 to about 4 years ago. So 4 years ago, 18. So almost 25 years.
It's ended or it's just
we left it where it was.
Okay.
You know, we got to a point to where it was like, okay, bro, you gonna be over there, I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna pray for you. I love you.
My longest best friend, how old is my oldest child? She was born in 94. I want to say from 96 to now. Like I was just kicking it with
right
this
there.
friend last weekend. So we have had our falling outside in and out, but we're still vibing. We're still friends, and I can still say that she's one of my best friends. So I have some longevity.
What
You know what? I'm sorry. Hold on.
Here she go gangbanging again.
I'm so sorry. I just lied. Tawana. High school. I'm sorry. Before high school, grammar school. Tawana.
Okay, stop airing niggas' names out. Okay.
I gotta say her name because
Lord, she's not gonna care. Okay.
Tawana Kane. Goddamn. Tawana. Tawana. Hey, this was before high school. This was before my church friend. I just mentioned a church friend. This friend was before that. I was probably 10, 11, going into 7th and 8th grade. Never fell out with her. We still vibe today. So that was my day one first best friend, Tawana Kane. Shouts out to you, boo.
No names. I just said
she deserves her name to be said.
I ain't shot nobody's name out.
I shot that name out because that was day one. We're talking about day one. And I thank God to be able to be of value and have some friends after that. But she was my day one first best friend, and she's still there today. And I love you. You know what I'm saying? We are miles apart. You in Alabama, I'm in Chicago, but we still tap into each other, and I love you for that. What about you?
It's funny. I got a group of friends that I would say like it's weird. I guess it's weird now that the older I'm getting. But I got a group of friends that I've been rocking with since I can honestly say between the age of like 10 and 14.
But you young, RJ. You 35?
No, he's 40. He just made 40 last year.
So 10, that's 30 years. Okay, 30 years. 30 bucks.
Yeah, I got some.
30 bucks, man, is a lot of years to be rocking with somebody, bro. 30 bucks.
I got a group of friends that, but it's like all of those relationships are different, and I think
the longevity.
It's the longevity, but what it taught me is to appreciate people, appreciate who people are, and place people where they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And don't put extra. Sometimes a lot of the falling out be us or be me. You know what I'm saying? Putting more on something than what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like a lot of the falling out be on us being, just putting more on something than what it is, as far as having expectation of thinking one friend is going to do this. I might have a friend he'll come and probably pick me up, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't gonna give me no money. My friend, they give me some money, but he probably ain't gonna come to my show because he's busy. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm thinking that the friend that come to the show, well, if I'm thinking each friend would be like the other one, then I might be, my expectation would be a little off.
Hold on. And then when you got 30 bucks, I was about to say niggas. When you got cats that's been your friend for 30 bucks, everybody don't rock with everybody. You got to kick it in the same circles, but different circles. Because Tone and Steve get to arguing and fighting if they be around each other too long. Or Bruce can't get out because his wife won't let him out the house and all this other shit. So it come down to politics. It come down to, especially when you got groups of friends, every group don't fuck with the other group. Like you got them friends from college.
Oh
nigga, we
God,
was your friends in high school. We your friends from church and they your friends from work.
You know what? It's funny because
they be jealous. They be like, no new friends.
I don't know about jealous, but they just weary, like leery, like don't want to be in that position to where I'm gonna have to check somebody over. They think that's their friend, and because hold on, I don't know if you noticed, but friends that link groups of friends act different groups too, because you kind of got to. So your college, high school buddies that smoke and drink don't want to be around you when you're around your church people and your work people, because you can't kick it like they want to kick it.
Well, honestly, just my group of friends are kind of all started in the same group. I got one friend, I got a couple of them that's outside of that, but even with them, I have such a brotherhood with them that it's like I know their friends. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm friends with
them.
I'm friends with their friends
through them.
Annexed,
yeah.
And they're friends with some of my friends because it's just like the kind of thing it is. Now everybody don't necessarily quote unquote rock with nobody. It's not nothing. It's no bad blood. Or nothing. Yeah. It's like everybody can come around and it's cool. It's smooth. It's nothing like that. But I do know that everybody and my friends is not everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I know that, and I know everybody got different personalities. So it's like, all right, cool. If it ain't like my wedding or a big birthday party for me, you know what I'm saying? Then
it ain't gonna be no, we kick it separately. Yeah,
everybody can't mix in.
Right.
So yeah, I get that. Like, yeah, no, I have some really new friends, and I have older friends, and I have that middle ground of group of friends.
See, y'all got brothers and sisters, so it's different for me. I'm an only child, so I wouldn't know what it is to have the difference between a brother and a best friend, or a sister and a best friend. Like a sister that's your tight sister, and your best friend that's your tight best friend. And I don't know how that differentiates through friendship / you got brothers,
sometimes,
right, RJ?
Yeah. So sometimes it can get real close. So to the point of like you could kind of know what a brotherhood is. Sometimes
because y'all grow up together. If you got an older brother and his best friends was like your older brother and them, kind of.
Yeah, they're right. But like his friends I was cool with them as well, like that. But me and my brother, like at the end of the day, it's like with my brothers, he wasn't like I wasn't hanging out with him.
Right, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't hanging out with him. It was he's 4 years older than me.
Oh yeah. So he was out of high school when you was going in.
It was kind of like you the little brother. It was always like that with me. But a lot of stuff he taught me and showed me helped shape me. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like we were real peers until I got grown.
Yeah, right.
And then it's like, all right, nah, you ain't my
little
brother.
brother. You just grown as hell, right?
So yeah, it's a little different with that, but like it kind of helps you like develop a different kind of relationship with cats because you know what's real. Like me and my brother can fight, but
fist fight.
We can fit, man. My brother my real brother.
Oh, RJ airing niggas out. Oh my God.
No.
They're red. They got them hot.
Like we all been doing this today.
So y'all, you brother, you fought before.
It wasn't no fight. He the older brother. It wasn't no fight. He beat me up.
Oh, he balled you up a little bit.
But I'm the little brother. But at the end of the day, you know, I mean, he has something, but he's not. You know, he ain't nothing like that. We just being kids or whatever.
Right.
So I call, I try to test it. But he let me know. No, it's
I'm the
difference.
Big brother. I got muscles you don't.
You gonna feel the 4-year difference when you're 16 and 20. Keith, it's a big difference. And man, when 16 and 20-year-old, they could be the same size.
Man.
It's
y'all might be meeting up
grown
right
man
now.
Strength is always
it's different.
And when you 14, 15, you start feeling that sauce. Everything you and your sauce. But somebody 24 will be like, "Oh yeah, you ready?
Don't let you get a piece of nothing." Because listen, you're really feeling good.
The age difference gives that savviness. It's like having a young bull and a matador. You gonna come in swinging. He be like, "Oh man, boop, boop, trip you, boop, body slam, boop,
choke you up."
Because he got more skill. He got the advantage because his wisdom, he done fought already. And plus he know mama beat me up if I ball him up too bad. So I just got to make you mad and make you cry and keep thumping you on your head as you go past because you just coming in wild. And I'm like, what? Okay, you got that? Boop. And I don't know what it is or when a grown man hits you in your ribs for the first time or your stomach for the first time. If you ain't throwing up, you ain't gonna be able to breathe for 2 minutes. Either one, you either gonna throw up or you gonna be stuck trying to breathe. Because my grandfather, he said, my grandfather taught me how to fight.
Hit by your grandfather?
No. He was teaching me how to fight. So I said, Pop teach me how to fight.
That's an old school.
Old school. So listen, be careful. Because my old brother, like he said, put your dukes up. He pulled me down. No, put them up. Hold them to your chin, right? He said, all right. He said, first rule of fighting, there are no rules. He said, put your arms up, way up. Hit me in the stomach. Boom. Yep. He said, first rule, you got to know how to cheat.
How long did you stay on the ground trying to breathe?
Bro, I was on the floor for a minute. Like
you was trying to catch your breath, like for real. He got you like that.
Then when I played football, older football, he was a senior. I was a freshman, but I was one of the bigger freshmen. I was decent. He was like, you want to play football, huh? Boom! The man headbutted me without a helmet on, with my helmet on, and I passed the fuck out. Do you understand me?
Wow.
Man, these white boys at St. Rita wasn't playing. This punk was big, bro.
Oh, you went to St. Rita? I was down the street. Okay.
The mock headbutted me without a helmet on.
You had a helmet and it still put your ass on.
Talking about 12, 13 versus 18, bro. Real talk.
You do feel that. I mean, that's crazy. But you were saying that, I mean, that's the kind of way, like siblings, you gonna fight. You have siblings, you probably fight your siblings before you fight your friends.
Do you feel like you missed out on not having siblings?
Not really, but I wish I would have had them, but I definitely don't miss out having it. And RJ, to your point, you just said, ain't no way I'm finna fight you as a friend and be your friend after. And I done heard all kind of look at friends. That's why I say I may not be a good friend, because it's no way me and you gonna fight. I don't give a fuck if I was 18 or 28 or 38. At no point in my life am I gonna have a friend. We fight and still be friends. Just fuck you after that.
See, that's because you ain't got no siblings. That's what that's
fuck you after
because
that.
when you have listen, I'm gonna tell you, when you have siblings, let me tell you, there's nobody that will piss you off more than your sibling. And let your mama tell you, you gotta hug this mother after y'all
make that shit up. Like what?
Oh no, like parents do that.
Oh
Like
my
they be like, oh y'all hug it out, and you want to knock their teeth out.
That part.
I ain't never had no brothers and sisters.
I got it too with my sister and threw pancakes.
So how many you got? How many brothers and sisters you got?
Like, I'm the youngest. It's I got my sister. She's 16 years older than me.
Sister beat you up too, Lord. Jesus.
No, she ain't that beat me up.
Sister done thump.
Only person beat me up is my brother over me. But so, I got my other brother Ed. He's 8 years. It's an 8-year difference. So he wasn't. I'm like a he wasn't even
a kid. A child.
I ain't never. But my other brother, we were close
so you
to
got 3 brothers and 1 sister.
Yep.
What you got?
2 brothers and 1 sister. Yeah, three brothers and 1 sister.
What you
got? With both of my parents, I have 2 brothers and a sister.
Okay.
But I have a sister that I like to say that she was also in our, like, we had 2 different mothers, but she was raised with us. So I'm gonna say 2 sisters and 2 brothers.
Saying. It's a sister.
There's
no such things. Don't have nothing. You either
and
sisters, you either got the same DNA or don't you? It don't matter what from what side the DNA came from. Who gives a fuck what side the DNA came from? Either you my sister, you not my sister.
Because at the end of the day, y'all gonna ride. It's a different kind of with sibling love, though. It's a different kind of thing, because it's like I could get mad at you, like it's different, but you'll learn how to get over it. That's what's like you'll fight, like you'll learn that fighting and then we can be cool thing. You learn that first with your siblings, and then it's like you could get so mad with them, but let somebody do anything. Don't. It's like a switch. It's like you could be like, hey, to your brother, you have a brother. Hey man, I'm about to F you up. You know, we be on YouTube and stuff. I'm trying not to cuss too much, but I'm gonna F you up. You know what I'm saying? So you saying that, and then next thing you know, somebody behind you be like, yeah, I'm gonna F him up too. Be like, no, hold on.
Excuse me? What? You gonna do what?
You ain't gonna F
Slow your roll now.
Yeah.
We can do this, but you can't do this.
yeah, that's what it is. It's like, oh, we can fight, we can talk all this, but it ain't nobody can come at me crazy. My brother, nobody, none of my friends, nobody can come to me crazy. He could hit me, he could do that, but it ain't nobody doing. He ain't going. Yeah, so it's a different kind of love. It's kind of hard to explain. You gotta actually live it. You could see it, like even people see it with their kids. You know what I'm saying? You normally see it with your kids, you know, like you see how they act, because they act like they hate each other. But the moment somebody else do something and the siblings, they go crazy.
But you know, some brothers and sisters don't fuck with each other too. Just like we was talking about best friends that stop fucking with each other after a while.
Oh yeah, for real. It's like that.
I don't understand the dynamic. I don't understand it, but yeah, it's some brothers and sisters that's like, man, oil and water, never mixed ever. They never liked each other and just kept going.
Are they like brothers and sisters with the same mother and father?
I don't know, but I know I've known people to have brothers and sisters that they just don't rock with.
I know it's more common when people have like when it's a half situation, like when they probably have the same father and they different mothers
or vice versa.
Vice versa. I see that more common with that than people in the same house. Now that do happen with people in the same house. It's because it's like regardless of y'all siblings, y'all totally different. Like that's what's crazy. It's like all of y'all look alike. Y'all know y'all siblings. Y'all know y'all look like mom and dad. Y'all look just alike, but y'all totally different. Like one person could be like a nerd, and the other person could be a straight killer in the same house.
Twins, fuck around, came out the same room. Twins,
could be twins, just like that,
but different.
I'm telling you, it'd be so different, man. But that's the dynamic with siblings. You know what I'm saying? But just segueing now to that, we got a little caught up with the siblings and friend and all of that.
Hey man, this is chocolate gumbo, baby. This is chocolate gumbo. We fit in every dynamic, every demographic.
I don't even know if I want to. I kind of.
We're gonna touch on same topics, new topic, off topic, trending topic. We're gonna do whatever. You been airing niggas out. Whisper in my ear. Tell me what you gonna say first.
I'm just gonna say. I'm not saying no names, but let me say something about, like, I have 3 kids.
Breathe.
Okay. and I am a grandma, a Gigi of 4. What is up with these? Like my son, baby mamas.
Jesus, this baby.
The son, like I could have a little bit more control over the daughters. My youngest daughter don't have any kids. My older daughter does.
We can't.
The son, baby mama. Why do y'all feel like it's okay to hold these kids over their head when they actually trying to be a dad?
Let's slow down and
Can we talk about that?
Let's put a disclaimer.
We can't talk about that today, y'all.
Wait, but we can.
I'm not putting no names.
We're gonna put it in the. You just said names.
I did not.
Your son only has one name. He only got one baby mama.
But I just want to know about the son, baby mama.
Why do some women that are scorned after a bad relationship and share a child use the child
against the son?
Start there. Now keep going. Now
that's what I want to know.
Men been asking that question for years, so we can't answer it.
She wait till we get on Spotify to get us canceled.
I'm telling you, we've been asking that question for a long time. So me and Keith damn sure can answer that.
I don't even know the answer to it, and I'm not saying I'm in it or out of it. I just want to know in general, because I'm sure that there's some daddies out here that want to know why some mothers be holding their child against them. Mothers. I just want to know why. Like, why do y'all feel like
they hurt?
I think because
I'm not saying that I don't like you or dislike you or like you. I just, because we are a podcast and we are Chocolate Gumbo, and we just putting it all in the pot.
They hurt,
and it's not a personal situation. It could or couldn't be. But why do you feel like you can take the child and hold it over these men who actually want to be fathers today? That it was a time in life where fathers didn't want to be
a package deal.
They
hurt.
It was supposed to be 2 for 1.
You cheated on me, or you lied to me, or
that's
you didn't give me what I
is.
wanted, so I have no other control.
Yeah,
and
that's
the only thing I can control
manipulation
is your emotions and how you feel towards the child that you're supposed to love so much. And I demand that you do this, I demand that you do that. And as soon as my demands are getting met, I can still be mad and offended and do what I want to do.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you think about your child.
They are. Not ever going to
think about
themselves. They're going to think, and not every situation is like this, because there are situations where the child has to be the only connection between the two people, and the two people's connection wasn't bad in the first place. Well, it wasn't good in the first place. So the child is just an extension of their bad energy. Okay. So what you have to understand is things move on, people move on, but whoever has custody of the child can't move on, because they have to adjust their lives from being a primary parent. While you go on and have your girlfriend and have another baby and doing this and doing that and living your life, we sitting over here looking crazy. And a lot of times people are paralyzed by resentment and fear and disfusion. So now the life is chaos. You living with your mama, you get put out, you get put into somewhere else, and now don't nobody know where you or the baby at. So it's all about feelings and emotions.
So, I mean, I brought the topic up to say just that as women, as men, as adults, as parents, as children, as the human beings that we are, that we should just probably start thinking about the person that's actually involved, and try to see what's the best situation for that individual person, because we need to stop being selfish when it comes to parents and children. We probably need to start thinking about the child first and take ourselves out the equation and allow the parents to be the parents, even if, they promised us a dream or sold us a dream that we didn't get. But as long as that child is getting what they need to get out of it, and both parents are willing to pour into the child, we really need to know and pay attention and see and allow that to flourish. And that's what I feel like, today, I'm back in the day when I had kids, it was men that wasn't claiming their kids. But today, I'm seeing more young men willing to be a part of their children's lives. And I just want the women out there to just pay attention to that and know that that's a value. It's not a curse. It's not something bad. It's actually something that you should value. Even if you're not getting what you feel like you should get out of it, the value in that is that the daddy and the mama want to be a part of that child's life, and you need to just allow that to happen and just, move forward with what it is that you want to be in life, but allow that child that you guys created together to have both parents and try to figure out some type of co-parent system.
Small disclaimer: there are tons and tons of people successfully co-parenting their children.
There is
with
there
no
is.
drama,
Yeah.
no bullshit.
Yeah.
The child is
And
thriving.
I love y'all for that.
And both people are pitching in the best they can with time, effort, energy,
Yeah, we
activities,
got
money,
that.
food,
Yeah.
holidays, trips, and etc. and parent visits. So shout out to everybody who's
Shout out to
successfully
that.
doing it.
We just
Shout out
wanted
to
to make
everybody
it
who's struggling
bigger
doing
than
it.
what it
And
is.
shout out to everybody who feels like you have to use a child because that's the only form of control you have. Shout out to you because this podcast is the reason why your ass is gonna turn it off and start crying and think about what the fuck you're doing to your child and the people in their life. So we
Yeah.
want everybody to watch, listen, tune in, subscribe, follow, and share. But speaking of baby mamas, trending topic number one.
Uh-oh.
Did you know that Blueface and Christian Rock are about to have a baby?
Yes, I've seen that
Yes,
on social
these
media.
two people
This
who
is,
have done,
Ooh.
they are going to be the reason why Love and Hip Hop go out of business because they TV show is so interesting because it's really crazy that they are really like this in real life and they really at one point was in love and now they're trying to fight to what they're fist fighting each other one at a time, and then you get pregnant. And the day, according to reports,
Well, she's been pregnant more than before now.
Christian Rock said the night that she told Blueface she was pregnant, he said it wasn't his. They broke up. She got on a plane, went home. He called her over 30 freaking times, and now it's just going to be an ongoing drama. And why, toxic people? Why do you ovulate and have children in toxicity, and that child raised up in the toxic shit? So all they'll know is dysfunction, and now you got a toxic child with toxic
Wait.
parents.
How you act like they didn't know it was happening when it happened?
no, they know. This is the thing.
No, they did
can't
not
even
know.
do a podcast without tearing up the set.
That part, but they didn't like, okay, let's create this toxic baby. Like it just happened. Like they fucking, I'm
No.
sorry, YouTube.
No,
They having sex raw. Doing what they doing, and sometimes a baby can be created outside of that. It's not like they purposely
No.
said that they were gonna be pregnant.
I mean, you having sex, it's gonna happen. But my thing of it is they're grown, they're having sex, and I'm pretty sure they was getting it in. But the point of the matter is this: the point. This is the thing that's funny, right? So all this time, she didn't have the courage to leave until after she got pregnant. She was
But how many times
ride
she
or
was
die.
pregnant
She was
before? This ain't the first pregnancy.
okay. So she waited until she got what she wanted to leave because she feels like if anything, that's a sense of control. I got something that I guarantee that he loved, even if she don't think he loves her. She feel like she possesses something that she knows without a doubt that he will love, so she could manipulate it.
Wow.
She didn't feel that comfortable with herself because if that was the case, she could have just left and he would be running after her. But she didn't feel that he would run after her. But he'll run after her if she's pregnant with his baby.
But he got all them other kids. Anything about like all these rappers, man. These rappers got kids and baby mamas all over the place. Christian Rock just was. I don't know what it is about guys and the one woman that's not for you. That be the one you can't. Friends that I've had in the past. We're not airing anyone out, okay, Kendra? Friends that I've had in the past have had exes where it's like, bro, I done seen you with way colder chicks than this. I done seen you with chicks with bad Lexus trucks. What is with you and this troll looking chick, bro? She's scratching your car. She busting your windows out. Next thing y'all fighting up and down the street. Then a month later, yeah, she back in the crib. Yeah, baby over in the other room. You mean the bitch that punched you in the eye at the rib joint? This chick that you had to wrestle out your front door? You had her on the headlock till the police pulled up. She got you locked up, but she in the room, baby in the room now. So shit like that, I never understood that. That's what I just told y'all. Ain't no woman in the world gonna ever hit me and I'll fuck with you ever again. That's it. That you're done. I'm sorry. Thank you for your time.
So do you think they're done? Do you think they done?
When you're done,
No.
you're done. But I'm telling you right now, if I had a situation where a woman wanted to hit me, I'm not messing with you no more. Okay, sweetheart, I see this has got too much for me and you, so I can't do it. I'm done. So I'm not I don't think I've never been like the toxic person because I never hit a female. I never bullied one. I body slammed one once, but that was a
You
extenuating.
broke some mirrors too.
I got my finger cut,
You
so I
broke
had
the
to
mirrors?
flip some furniture.
Maybe you broke the mirror.
Oh yeah, back in the
RJ,
day.
that was episode 4. Would you shut the fuck up, man?
You gotta go and watch
Hey,
that,
he
y'all.
done been there.
Watch the other episodes for the shit that I done did. I'm talking about to a person though. Okay, so that actually was
that
the
was
chick.
his high
That
school
actually was the
days.
chick I body slammed out the house.
Broke the
Anywho,
mirrors and body slammed
you
it down.
remember
part.
Goldberg? You remember Goldberg?
Yes.
The spear.
No.
Yeah, I had to. She was in my doorway with a knife, so I had to go burger. She cut my finger. It was a long story. Anywho, okay. What I'm saying is, toxic people, please leave each other alone. You'll find somebody
for real,
else.
y'all.
You don't have to get beat up. You don't have to get cussed out. You don't have to get texted over 40 times. You don't have to have somebody asking you what you're doing, where you at 24 hours a day, not believing you. Please, toxic people, go find you some help, get you some counseling, and leave whoever you bothering alone. Please. That shit is very dangerous nowadays because people be scared. Like men and women be scared of somebody that they meet. That they was actually like, damn, I should have left this motherfucker a long time ago. This motherfucker crazy and came to my job and called my mama and all kind of shit. So please, toxic people, get counseling. Then find you a relationship. Get you some help first, please.
Please.
Anybody in a toxic relationship, just grow up one day and say, you know what? I can't do this no more. Be better off alone. I'd rather be alone than suffering somebody else. I can suffer in silence. I can suffer by
Yes.
myself. I can get some help from my suffering, but you cannot get help from something that you're contributing to keep as well.
And I'm not putting it off on the girl or
No.
blue face.
No,
you know what I'm
neither
saying?
one.
I just don't think neither one are y'all. I think y'all both are toxic for each other. That's what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? Now that's y'all business, you know.
I want you to have
Man,
love, but I
yeah.
don't want you to be in a dangerous situation. Anytime y'all can't sit down and do a podcast without your girlfriend in the other room,
Breaking up the place.
tearing up $15,000 monitors off the wall and all kind of shit. That shit right there, bro. And they just showing it on TV and showing it. It's going viral on the internet.
It's
People
great
are
for the
seeing this.
podcast, but it costs them a lot of money. And now
Yeah.
other people seeing it that don't want you to come. And now there might be a stipulation where people be like, hey, if you do something or you performing somewhere, she can't be there or
Right.
or it's off.
Well, apparently they're broke up now. So I guess let's see
We'll see how long that lasts.
It's funny how that's what I'm saying. The breakup didn't happen until she pregnant.
But they in their 20s. So let's put a small disclaimer. Ain't nobody in this podcast watching this podcast can really explain shit they did from 22 to 28. Sorry, you can't.
Nope.
We've
Because
done
we
some
was
crazy
bullshit.
stuff, y'all. Like,
Bullshit.
I can
Straight
remember some
bullshit.
things.
Okay. I was fucking in the phone booth at
BS,
Mardi
for
Gras.
real.
Okay. There was the only phone. I was naked in the phone booth, snoring crack off the floor. So you could.
Wait, it's not what?
That's
What, off
another
the
life.
floor?
That was another life. That was another life. No, jokingly saying though,
Hey, I just
before
heard
you be
something.
airing me out, I was joking. I
said
never
it,
did
not
crack,
me.
and I wasn't. They ain't got no phone booths at Mardi Gras, ma'am. It was an analyzation. Okay.
Okay, we had to. I had to clear that up. I just
in your
need to know.
20s, from 19 to 29, not a lot of people want to admit that their life was wild. Like if we could have went viral in 95, RJ, some of the shit we did before
Crazy.
in and out of high school, if we could have went viral then, we'd be legends right now. But that shit was we barely had call waiting to call ID then. So that shit is over with. But now that someone as toxic as a Bobby and Whitney is
that
got
would've
a
been
Chris
way
Brown and
bigger.
Rihanna.
Chris Brown and Rihanna got a
Yeah.
film crew following them. Ike and Tina got a film crew
All
following
the-
them 24/7 hours a day.
all
Could you imagine how Bobby and Whitney would have been with the technology and the
that we
phones
have
that we have
today.
now?
Oh my
And
god!
they was doing this with real cameras and people coming after them.
They
like
had
that.
videotapes that you had to record and rewind. Okay, a camcorder. Fuck, we got iPhone 9s and 13, 14s.
People got pens and everything that record.
Come on,
shit.
bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. So if technology would have been cracking back then, I mean, life is not. What I'm saying is life repeats itself over
Yeah,
and
it
over and
does.
over and over and over and over again. So did you know David Ruffin used to beat up Tina Marie? Not Tina, Tammy Terrell.
Oh,
Yes, she had. Yes, Tammy Terrell, David Ruffin, and Tammy. Anyway, that was another life.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is nowadays, the technology is able and capable of following these people around and showing them that this is really happening to people. So I don't think that they're doing it to glorify it more than them two people need help. They need separate counseling.
yes.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like we
And it's not funny. It's
No,
not
when
even-
enough is
we're
enough,
not
y'all.
laughing. This is really like a whole nother life that y'all bringing into this world.
Like for real.
So you got to get help when you need
Know
help.
when enough is enough, because when we don't, some other shit can transpire that we don't want.
The baby hit him in the head with something. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, when you're in an abusive relationship, trust me, you're one head punch away from having a homicide charge. Because you hit somebody in the head the right way, they lights out. She hit the baby in the head with the bottle. He had a whole gash in his head out because she hit him in the head with some shit because he like pissing her off and want to see her snap the fuck off. Like, what state are they in? The state won't jump in and say something. Like, what is going on? But that's not for me to judge. I'm just saying, if you're in an abusive
because if that
relationship
was a guy and it was documented that, well, I guess they both hitting each other, right?
in the state of Illinois, whoever hit going to jail.
It don't matter. Yeah. Right.
Whoever hit going to jail. But that is according to the state of Illinois. So let's get off of Blueface and Christian Rock. We praying for y'all. From an older perspective, I see what road is going down, and it's not going to be a good one. So please, anybody, leave it alone. I don't even know how to get out of that. Oh, okay.
That last thing right here, right? With the
no. We got two things. Shout out to there's a California. There was another mass shooting in California. So RP
my God.
and people in California.
Second, that's just crazy.
10 people shot, 10 killed, 10 shot. And according to reports, the offender was subdued by himself when police surrounded him. So just another killing of busting out and just shooting some people, going out and dancing, having a good time in the hard world. So please be careful. I just wanted to touch on this, RJ. They're trying to ban Aretha Franklin's Natural Woman because it's offensive to the trans community. And
is that a joke?
They're trying to get it off us. All the shit that we getting on, they're trying to get her off of there. That particular song taken down because it's offensive.
Wait, what song is it? Natural Woman?
You make me feel like a natural woman.
Oh,
No.
I think it's more women than trans women, I would assume.
But it doesn't
trans
matter.
People,
it doesn't matter.
It does,
that
gotta go to the majority.
That song was out way before any of the movement started. But I'm sure some of they used to call them cross dressers back in the day. Like that was a term. Guys that would be guys in the daytime and girls at night.
But
so it's always been like that, RJ. But the movement of we have rights. You know what I'm saying? We want you to be sensitive to our rights. The more rights they get, the more they want to be accepted and respected. So we have a generation of people who don't believe in gender, who want to be whatever gender they want to be, and are going back 70 years trying to get a song taken down because they feel offended. Like, if she just made it, then I'll say, yeah. Probably not the right time to do this in the sensitivity era, but they were free to call us niggers when the song came out.
But she was talking about how a man made her feel like a natural woman. So and
that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so if you don't want to if there's no gender, if you don't want to be identified as male or female, right? And you want to assume the sex that you want to assume, the gender that you want to assume to be, you feel me? And you want to be considered a woman, right? You go through the surgery, you get the testosterone, you change everything about you. Why wouldn't you feel like a natural woman?
That's what I was gonna say.
That's the problem right there. LGBTQ podcast right here, Chocolate Gumbo podcast. Why don't you feel like a natural woman?
That's what you say.
You should feel like a natural woman. You should feel like if everybody in the world can't refer to you as him, she, them, they, I have to call you Patricia. Okay, Patricia, well, now you're a natural woman. Assume it.
Yes.
You're assimilating everything else about being a woman. Assume it. Kris Jenner, not Kris Jenner, is the real woman. That's Kim's mom. Caitlyn Jenner won Woman of the Year.
Yes.
4-5 years ago, 6-7 years ago, won Woman of the Year. So why don't y'all feel like natural women then?
Yeah, that's what you identify as. It's still natural to you.
The song shouldn't be offensive to you if you feel like if this is what you are, a woman, be that. Be a natural woman.
We're not. I mean, this is a rabbit hole, and I'm gonna just say this. I am definitely sensitive to people's feelings, their rights, and I agree. Everybody, we have to learn how to coexist. But that goes for everybody, though. That goes for everybody. So with that being said, it's just at the end of the day, you can't brainwash to make people feel the way you want them to feel. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna always be people that don't like black people. There's gonna always be an old person who don't really care for young people. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna always be black people that probably gonna don't not really care for white people. These are the truths. These are the truths that we're talking about. There's gonna always be that. Not saying that we have to accept anything, right? But it's not a song that you're talking about what's offensive, but you gotta ask if you're a woman, right? Which if you're trans and you consider yourself a woman, and I'm not trying to say consider it like a wrong way, but if you're trans,
have transgendered
You
into a
identify.
woman,
if you transgendered into
and
a woman,
identify as a
yeah,
woman,
thank you,
you
Keith.
should feel like a natural woman.
You should feel like a woman. And if you listen to the song, because I am a singer, I am a songwriter, it's deeper than the surface of the song. It's about how the guy made the woman feel the things that a woman will feel that makes them a woman. Yes. Whatever you feel that makes you a woman, if it's you being soft, if you're being vulnerable, those are the things of what he did, the things that the guy did that made her feel like, oh man, he making me feel like a woman. Yes. Whatever, the way he love her, the way he treat her, the way he take care of her, all of that stuff that made her feel like that. Sometimes women can make men feel like a man, even though they're not a man, because of what they do, how they treat them, how they cater to them. They can change a man and make him feel like a big, strong man. A woman has that power to, just like a man has the power to make a woman feel like a woman. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's not a knock on anybody, but like you said, if you consider yourself a woman, then what's the problem?
Yes,
because
that song is for you.
Don't you want a man to make you feel like a woman?
That song is for you. That's why
it's for you.
There's no reason to get the song taken down.
Not
Embrace
at all,
it. You've embraced being a woman.
That's our
Embrace
history.
the song being made for you.
Right there, y'all.
Right.
For
and
real.
The song was made when there was no such thing as unnatural women.
Not at all.
So we can't do that. We're gonna go down a rabbit hole, and then we'll be taking everything down. We'll be canceling everything. We won't have any history of nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, what we have to do is realize that we're living in a new day and age and time. It's the turn of the century, RJ.
It is.
It's the roaring 20s of the 2000s, buddy. Well, we got robots doing construction now.
AI.
Man, we have iPhones.
Artificial intelligence.
We have an iPhone that's better than a real camera.
Yes.
When there were no cell phones when I was in high school, there were only pagers. The cell phone was big as a brick. That's what we call it, a brick.
Or landlines that we used to fight our siblings over to call our significant others.
60-foot cords.
When the song Natural
Mama,
Woman was made, when the
Yeah.
song Natural Woman was made, TVs didn't have color. RJ.
That part, y'all.
And before that, 20 years before the TVs didn't have color, when we sat down for the evening to enjoy entertainment, we all surrounded the radio or a record player. And that was the entertainment for the evening.
It's history, y'all.
So what we have to do is understand that we're coming into a new era of people that don't want to be held down by anything, let alone sex, gender, race, sexuality, preference. I just want to be me.
Yeah.
So
and that is okay. That's okay. It's welcomed. It's okay.
That's exactly what my next point is. If you're in tune with yourself,
yes,
old school, black, white, blue, orange, green. If you love yourself, you're okay with people being how they want to be.
Yes.
That's why it's important to love yourself first. That's why you said about a good friend, you have to be a good friend to have a good friend. So if you want to be a man or woman, don't want to identify as either, want to love women, men, cats, turtles, do you? But they're taking it. What happens is the unsheathing of everything keeps going and going. And then we don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but they have been trying to make pedophilia into a natural sexual preference.
Yeah.
Yes, they're trying to make
it's real.
Yes, they're trying to make pedophilia into a
what is pedophilia? I've never heard that until right now.
A pedophile. That's what it's short for.
Yes, pedophilia is the homosexuality of pedophiles.
Condition of thinking of
heterosexual, homosexual
kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Breathe. Bring it back. Breathe it. We're gonna be airing it. So bring it on back. Relax. And
So
Okay.
my thing of it is, even this my thing. LBGTQ or any other group, right? We have to be careful that we don't do to society to try to reverse things what you felt society has done to you. So it's
Yes.
it's a fine line there. You can't be you because it's like some situations that they're being brought up from the community seems like, man, okay, so what about us? So it's like, okay, we could think about that, and it's like, okay, cool, but what about, okay, all right, the women, all right, cool, I'm trans women, respect them, you know, no harm against them, they have freedom, none of that, you know what I'm saying, I'm with all of that, but we can't forget about women that's not trans, and we can't act like they don't exist, and we can't act like they don't know have rights or have feelings as well. So if that's something that could resonate with all women,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Aretha Franklin, I'm Natural Woman, that resonated. I know with especially with black women, that really like that's like you canceling Maya Angelou. Don't you got a Natural Woman song? A poem about being a black woman or a woman or
She had
something
a
like
lot
that.
of inspirational
I don't know.
poems.
We'll do the
Yes,
research.
we'll
We'll
do
It's
get
the
an
back to
research.
you.
inspirational
But
post,
he's
but
saying some
I
real
heard my
shit.
sisters say it.
He's
It's
saying
what
some real
women
shit.
say it. It's like it's for black women, and it's like then that's next.
That's
You know what I'm saying? It's
But
like,
the thing about it is,
we
like,
can't
how about create your song for transgender women?
we can't X out what it's
How about make a
chocolate
song
gumbo. It's a lot of
Unnatural
different
Woman?
of us out here.
You know what I'm saying?
We
How about
can't
put that in
X
the
out.
atmosphere so you can't X out the other stuff?
Yes.
Make
So
a song
don't take
about
it personal, y'all. Y'all
transgender
fit
women.
in too. Fine.
see,
You fit in too. Like it's not nothing direct towards you.
No.
It's because you fit in too. Find your place. Don't X out that. We all just trying to be in here together, survive together, and live together. Like we not Xing out nobody. We want everybody to
you
feel
are a natural woman.
Yes,
All transgender
yes,
women. If you
yes.
made the transition from a man to a woman,
That's what
you are
are.
a natural woman now.
Yes.
Okay. So accept the fact that you are what you're asking to be, darling.
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing offensive about
women
it.
ain't never had rights in this man's world. Do you understand me?
It's a man's world.
Women ain't
That
never
part,
had.
but
Women
it's a
just
woman's
now
world
are
too.
getting equal pay. Women
Just
still
now.
are fighting for rights that they've been fighting
And it's a
100
trans
years for.
world. It's
So
all of our
join the
worlds.
fight for your other women that you join the team and be happy with the choices you made when it comes to your humanness.
We
Yes.
still haven't had a
Come on.
woman president.
Preach.
So I don't see the problem with it. You are a
And
natural
you
woman.
just said something
We
right
still
there
haven't had a
when you
woman
just
president.
said that.
We still haven't had a woman president. We still ain't
Do
doing
you
some
hear
stuff.
what he just
So
said?
the things that the women are just starting to get, and I'm saying this without. I'm not trying to condemn. I'm trying to understand.
Yes.
So please hear what I'm saying, and please, with your feedback, comments,
Yeah, comment.
hit us
Make your
back. Let us
comments.
know.
Let us know.
Get me
Yes.
together. Let me know.
Because
You know
if
what
we're
I'm
being
saying?
offensive, we don't know.
We don't know.
We're trying to support
We
the
just
movement,
want
but we don't know
that
which
part.
way to support.
Yes. We just
And we don't want you to be hating on something that includes you now.
It literally
Yeah.
includes
and includes you now. But then it's like it's things that even will be on that subject. It's like it's things about with women in sport, with trans women in sports going to regular women. Then y'all okay, you gonna fight a regular woman, and it's like at the end of the day, it's like we're being insensitive as a man and saying that it's a certain DNA you have. It's just a certain when I'm born a man, it's just certain things that I'm born with.
Estrogen versus
It's
testosterone.
testosterone. It's just like naturally, my makeup is different. I'm harder than you. I'm tougher than you. You can't take a hit like I could take. It's just our makeup is totally different to even take that. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't seen women
It comes down to
playing
bone,
football like that.
It comes down to bone density and muscle mass. Okay. So when you have more testosterone, you have more muscle mass. When you have more estrogen, you have softer tissue and you're more juicier. Okay. So that's why
Is that the transition?
that's the
Switching?
transition. They start taking
okay.
testosterone and they start taking or other products that help boost the opposite. So when they take the testosterone, the ladies do, they want to become transition to a man, they get a beard, the voice gets deep, the shoulders get broad, they get muscles get tighter. And when the ladies become the men become ladies, they take estrogen and they get softer, and then that's what happens,
Okay,
bro. So that's fine. That's what I
ask,
mean.
I want to ask
Genetics.
Kendra this as a woman, right? you a woman, if you played a sport and you had a transition, and I'm actually just an honest question. We're not trying to offend nobody. Would you feel if it's fair, even if the somebody transitioned fully to a woman, whatever they took the estrogen, all of that. If y'all played a combat, let's say if y'all was fighting, would you feel that that was a fair fight? If you was a combat fighter, UFC fighter, and that was what your thing, that's what you was into, and you had to fight this person that's a transgender woman that had a change. Do you think that's fair?
We're gonna get canceled.
See?
No, I just want to have real conversation because I feel like as a man, if a woman changed, Keith, if a woman changed,
it's already been proven, RJ.
I know, but I just
So
want
I'm-
to
let me-
the babies
kinda
was
answer
wrestling
the
in
question.
Texas, and they had a big controversy because they had little girls wrestling a little boy that transitioned to a girl and was kicking their baby's ass on the wrestling because this baby still low key got muscles. G.
easy work.
So without
I don't know
saying,
about easy, but she had dominated their conference.
basically we all can exist in this world together however we want to be, but we just have to recognize everyone. You can't be offended.
Inclusion
just
and
because
sensitivity, baby. Inclusion
it
and
could
sensitivity.
be right. We could be sensitive about some things, but at the end of the day, there are so many different type of people. Okay, just like how you make gumbo, and I'm gonna reference that, which is why we named our name
Chocolate
gumbo
because
it's so many ingredients. And if you resonate as a woman and a man, and resonate as a man as a woman, and that's not what you was born in, it's still accepted. Okay. He was born a man, I was born a woman, he was born a man. But if you wasn't, that's what you resonate as. We still accept you, but we gotta live in this gumbo type of a world.
In order to live, we have to understand each other.
And we have to understand and exist and allow everything to transpire and flourish and be the best that we can be as people. We can't knock out what this was or what that was, because that's what it was when we were coming up. But whatever we're transitioning to be, we're accepting that too. Okay, y'all? Like, for real, we love you. We love what you recognize as. We want you to be a part of the world that we live in, this USA of a world that we live in today. Okay,
we're transitioning from regular people to podcasters.
Yes,
we regular people that decided to have a podcast from 3 different chocolate perspectives, and every ingredient in our gumbo is life aspects, life topics, life wisdom that we've acquired, things that we've seen happen to other people. So that's what chocolate gumbo is. Every week we stirring up a new pot. We're gonna have some shit from last week, some shit from this week. So we're always gonna have something different. So always tune in for the fun, the laughter, and the fine. The fine as a glass of wine. Have mercy. You ever turn to an old black man? Lord have mercy. You sure looking good. Ooh, I need a drink. Thank you, Jesus. Show, Lord, hey, you can catch a fish without a hook, girl. Hell, you must have fell out of heaven because you damn sure an angel. Watch out there now. You look mighty supple. I'll buy you a new satchel. Ain't that a bitch?
Satchel? Jesus.
Okay, granddaddy.
Mr. Frederico. If you want to, you understand. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back, everybody.
But yeah, we just point out the love to all of y'all. So whoever you are, whatever you identify as, we love you. Tune in.
Speaking of a state where that is very heavily hated on, a shout out to all the people in Florida that not able to express their LGBTQ motivated preferences, because not only have they stopped y'all, Governor DeSantis and the movement in Florida has banned African American studies in the state of Florida.
Oh my God.
Let me go to it to make sure I'm saying the right thing, but I saw something that said that. So yes, we working off the shade room this week, bitches.
Shout out to the shade room.
Just saying.
Shout out
to the shade room.
Places like the shade room keep a lot of shit going, but some information that they provide be authentic. I think my boy Sean King, shout out Sean King. He's an activist.
Shout out to you.
Never met him before, but he always keeps the people informed of the things that he's enlightened upon and the things that he's interested in. This is it's published by Sean King, so we're not gonna assume breakstarnorthstar.com. So we ain't gonna quote that just yet. Let me check my sources, but according to sources that they're trying to or either have banned African American studies. It's just the attack on African American studies. And my thing is, in the state of Illinois, it's mandatory that you tell LGBTQ history.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Every school must have a LGBTQ, and I'm sure it's for sensitivity. Now let me not be facetious and say, I think they're just pushing it on the kids. I think they want to teach the LGBTQ academic the LGBTQ curriculum for sensitivity.
Okay.
So these kids are not just call them up, you
Not
know what I mean?
ignorant to
Because back in the day when these kids came around, I went to St. Rita, so a lot of them white kids never seen black people on that level. So we was niggas to them, but they didn't say it, but you can tell that's how they people talk. You feel me? So a lot of kids are raised in a non-sensitive environment. People are like Archie Bunker. Archie Bunker used to call it how they wanted to call it. He called people queers and gays and blacks and whites and Chinas. Yeah. So I think that's why they're teaching the curriculum for LGBTQ in Illinois, to raise kids not to be so insensitive, because there are kids choosing to be gay young, and I don't know if and their parents support it. Like in a black household, an old school black household, you just gonna be gay, bro. You gonna wear the same clothes. We ain't doing nothing different. But now kids are wearing pink. Parents are taking their sons to, you know what I mean, Forever 21, like, you know what I mean, or taking their daughter, letting their daughters buy whatever clothes they want, because you have to be sensitive to your kids' needs. So, I mean, the attack on African Americans is still fresh and prevalent. You know what I mean?
That seems like a never-ending story, but it's history. We're still making it. So, hey.
Shout out to all my black entrepreneurs. Shout out to all my people working every day. Shout out to all my people keeping their families together. Shout out to all my real friends, good co-parents, toxic relationships. Shout out to y'all too. Shout out to everybody we mentioned today. Shout out to all of Kendra's family members and ex-friends from church that she just aired their ass out today. We love you too.
We sorry for Kendra.
We're not trying to defame your character or trying to put you out here on blast by the millions of the world.
Y'all know
we just was talking about subjects about, my mouth is dry because I've been smoking weed. But when we talk about our lives, we have to get a little bit into it. So this is not a podcast where we depend on fame, where we depend on anything else, but being able to keep it all the way 100 from our hearts. And sometimes when you speak it from your heart,
y'all know I am, please, but it's nothing personal.
Can we get a disclaimer, please, for anybody you may have mentioned?
I love y'all, and
no, that ain't no disclaimer. We need a
disclaimer.
Good Lord Jesus, we gonna get canceled. Follow our Facebooks, Instagrams, Spotify, personal, YouTube, y'all. Anywhere you get your podcast from. Chocolate Gumbo.
Check us out. No, for real. But follow me. I do real estate. Straight from the heavens, straight SFH property management group. And if you want your hair done and looking fly, Hairstyles by Kendra, both on Instagram and Facebook. What you do?
Comedian Big Keith on TikTok. Who is Big Keith on Instagram? And my Facebook is Keith Jackson, Mr. Fried Hard. So check me out anywhere you go, everywhere you go. Comedy shows coming right up. Big things coming, big things cracking. So check out my social media.
All right, listen. The most important social media that you need to check out is Chocolate Gumbo, the podcast.
That part.
Check out that one, and then you can get to all of us.
Platforms.
We're all through that. So you can find Keith. I'm sorry, I'm hitting your mic. Keith,
that's
Kendra.
Your shit. Tell up your shit if you want to. I'm gonna tell RJ on your ass. And Mrs. Keita and Mrs. RJ too. I'm gonna tell on your ass. Y'all ain't slamming shit.
I ain't trying to get in trouble.
Find
Chocolate Gumbo. Chocolate Gumbo on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Chocolate Gumbo, the podcast.
All audio platforms as well. And what do you do?
Yeah. You can catch me, RJ Mitchell _official on YouTube Instagram as well, and Facebook and all that good stuff, man. You can check me out every weekend with Big Keith. We also do a brunch, so check us out for those locations. We mentioned that at the beginning of the show. Mm-hmm. So Glenwood Oaks, Tavern on LaGrange, Chemistry.
The Chocolate Podcast. Chocolate Gumbo, the podcast. Chocolate Gumbo, the podcast.
On all platforms.
Chocolate Gumbo, the podcast, right there.
Yep.
Right there.
You see it right there, y'all.
Yeah. Until next time, though, we got to end it on a high note. It's been fun. It's been real.
This is one of the realest ones we did so far.
Yeah, let us know what else y'all want to talk about that you may not have heard. Comment click the like button, subscribe on YouTube, and leave
First.
your first. Yeah, so you
Don't
can
call
get your
us without doing that.
notifications.
Don't call us
That
and ask us
part.
nothing if you didn't make sure you're a subscriber.
Subscribe and leave your comments to what you feel like we talked about today and what you want us to talk about next. We love you
Any
guys.
of her friends that she was talking about, please do not boycott on the
Don't
internet.
boycott. Y'all
Please,
know
y'all
I
gonna be-
was showing love. I feel
Y'all
like
don't even know what we podcasting at. Y'all just gonna be somewhere marching in a circle. Kendra was talking about us.
Kendra
but let me let y'all know that ain't no names been said. They don't know who you are. You know who you are.
Kendra was talking about us.
All hate mail to Kendra.
Kendra was talking about us. Kendra was talking about
But
us.
it's a genuine. This heart right here love y'all. All of y'all. All
Stop
7
pointing
of
at your
y'all.
little
Okay.
stuff on here.
I love y'all.
She don't give a damn.
No, I do for real. No matter how you feel, I do.
Oh,
And you can't do nothing about it. But follow us, y'all. Chocolate Gumbo, the podcast. We love you. Until next time.
Until next time.
Until next time. Until next time.
Yes.
Dropping Sunday every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Every
y'all.
Sunday. Until next
Tune
Sunday.
in.
Chocolate.